How can architecture offer greater participation in the musical experience? The traditional concert hall is an architecture for classical music, but are other music genres not as deserving of a venerated space? The Temple of Sound democratizes music, deconstructing established social hierarchies of music genre with a new form of concert hall. It samples from previous architectural conventions, recontextualizing them in the urban setting of Portland, affording a mixed genre soundscape for all. It's very noisy here in the middle of the city. Trains, helicopters, crowds, arenas, traffic. How can a concert hall enhance this current urban condition? Not by blocking outside noise, but by responding to it, in order to create a new music, a new architecture. It is not an architecture that entirely isolates noise, but one that utilizes sound to enrich it. While buildings do not inherently emit sound, the Temple of Sound produces a sonic landscape performed by both musician and audience on the Northeast riverfront. Like an instrument, its architecture is tuned for Portland. It harmonically responds to the cacophony of city noise, an architectural call and response that invites public participation, where noise and music not only coexist, but inform one another. Four sound programs generate the four forms that rise from the banks of the river. These forms cover an array of listening experiences, from the most corporeal sound of earth and water to the most refined of music. Sound, noise, experiment, and music. These sonic experiences, as well as their situatedness on the river, inform both interior and exterior geometries, producing a visual variety of forms which are connected by listening. The performance spaces are united by an underground sound laboratory, a space for researching, for learning, for experimenting, for recording. Education, innovation, and practice move upward and outwards into the architectural forms above them to produce new types of sounds, music, and experiences for listener. The sound laboratory is the heart of this architecture, nestled underground, pushing sound out. The overlapping and intermingling of sonic programs allows for the overlapping and intermingling of audiences, people who would normally not mix. These new interactions afford collaborations and listening experiences that would otherwise not exist. The Temple of Sound is an architecture for everyone. Both listener and performer can participate in the music-making process in a variety of ways. Historically, tension exists between sacred ritual and public participation in architecture. Yet here, in the Temple of Sound, all are encouraged to come together, to experience sound, to participate in the sacred ritual of making and listening to music together.